Zdarec. Tak ja vás vítam zase pri ďalšom vyšetrovaní vraždy Slávika. Mali by sme ísť, že sviedky v bistru. Takže ideme do toho bistra. Čo? Máš nejaký problém? Zatknem ťa.
Coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee.
Poďme do toho s dovolením. Tak ne, to není to bistro. Počkaj, to bolo, tam je.
Charlene, are you as comfortable as I am?
You don't think the amount of hot, caffeinated beverages you've downed has anything to do with it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in hell. Swamp City.
Tak, poďme ďalej. My sme FBI, my môžeme ísť stredom cesty. Necháme ťa hádať, jasné, keď to mám takým veľkým napísané na bunde.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Trocha som nachcípaný, tak. Takže ak by ma náhodou začalo dusiť, tak sa ospravedlňujem. Budem sa snažiť za každým vypnúť mikrofón, aby som vám nekazil tú hru.
Hey, how's it going?
This is exactly why I hate small towns. Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy these stereotypes can be.
Takže hudbu si teda nepustíme. Pohľadke. Neviem, čo to má za úchylku, akože hladké všetky týchto jeleňov, ale dobre. Tak, toto mapa mesta.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
No, tak nič, to akože asi neotvorím. Zmizlo zrkadlo, nebol tu normálne aj prerobili celé hajzle. To bolo umývadlo a zrkadlo, ne? Či?
I can't force it open.
Troška to za tých 13 rokov si prešlo renováciou.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks.
No, ona má jelene rada.
Guy with knives.
Všetkých by asi pohľadkala.
Satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
Me. They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying.
Niečo zatajuje. Tak, čo tu máme?
The cult of the tree. What aren't the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Nával.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
Kto to je do prdele?
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Čo to malo byť do prdele? Nejaká divná je. Profil vraha. Čo to ide do profilu?
Group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
No je to vzrušujúci. Tu je kult stromu.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Máme symbol tohto kultu. Nakoniec z hororu, no, Blair Witch. Boli inšpirovaní.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Áno, to je tá truhla, čo sme otvorili. Aj tu sme našli ešte jeden tento. Tak. To by asi bolo tunák. A mali by sme...
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true.
Vyzeráte podozrivo, parkujete akože tunak na trave. Znečistujete to tu. Ste radšej ten bordel upratali.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Aha, pozrime sa na to, tam je značka kultu. Sú nejak moc takí rozťahaní.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Hey. Agent?
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Nejdem vás rušiť.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help.
To je za Magor.
Somebody called for a tour guide. Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Magory. No dobre, ale tak ponúkajú niečo ľuďom, čo do prírody. Výletíky pomaly.
I guess you guys don't have that problem though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
Can't say I feel the same.
Kurník. Ale nedali mi univerzálny kľúč. Sorry, že vám tu behám po skrinkách, ale... Počkaj, ja si to musím obzrieť. Kúrnik. Pani policajtka, otvorte mi to.
Okay. Let's take a look at outpatient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Tak, máme tu pár foteček. Príčina smrti, no, tak asi bodnutie a rozpáranie. A vybratie srdca. Niečo vložené. Však srdce tam bolo vložené. Rituálne písmo.
Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal.
To by sme mohli dať k tomuto.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
A čo, obchám tam tú ruku, ne? Ty kde máš rukavice? Ty si prvýkrát vyšetruješ teda?
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Ty vole, ti hrabe. A kde zmizol ten šerif?
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! He knocked my gun out of the room. I need to find it. Vanished.
Kde zmizol? To mi povedz.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it.
Ty vole, tento tu dobre zmasakroval.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
Ja neviem, mohli by sme zavolať profika. Maldra.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Kokos, ale ten tam behal.
Think.
Mhm. Cíl sekty? Do čo by sme to dali? Inak. Veď som to tam skúšal dávať už. Áno, jediná obieť, ktorá sa stala.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
No. Chudák, ale tak poďme sa tu teda rozpozerať.
Saga was back
Porozhľadnúť.
on the lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job. He'd be inside, waiting for her.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
No, a kto to má vedieť?
Must be locked from the other side.
Všetko si to tu kurník zamykajú. To potom prípada, že tu niečo predo mnou schovávajú. Čo mám zistiť, že kam odišiel?
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic. Casey's favorite brand. Tastes terrible.
No ak sa mi zdá, že nemáme nič. Zmizol aj s celým tým blokom. Čo mám robiť? Viem si zasvietiť. Počkaj, pozrime nastavenia. Jak to mám zistiť?
I can't get through this.
To tiež nič? Aha, počkať.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future? There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Ešte tu máme nejaké tieto veci. Tak tu.
Page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Neviem, asi mŕtvoly necháme tu.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Škoda tej policajtky. Je celkom pekná. No.
Right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right.
Zasraná voda.
Crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
Poďme, ale ty to nejak veľa príjme. Nejak moc to prežívajú.
They're a fine pair.
No, čo urobíme? Sme tu sami. By som neby zaujímalo. Ježiš, jak sa tam... Vieme to tak vyraziť? Nie. Chcel vedieť, či niečo nájdeme. Vonku bol ten symbol na tej stene.
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day?
It's not opening.
No, I don't. You got any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's on that?
Umyj si ruky. Že čo? Ukradneme aj my im toaleťak?
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson.
Dobre, jak sa ide k autu? Tu niečo máme. Poďme to pozrieť.
But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Čakaj, zasa.
I need something to cut this.
No, škoda.
Jako?
Že sme si zase mali...
No
No, Ilmo. I'm very busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine.
So, Rose, help me out.
Oh dear, I
How
know
do you
what
think
Yanko
we
needs.
know each other?
Mama beer to the rescue.
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a
Bring out
face.
your inner
Or a
Wolverine.
coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces.
Wow.
Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately?
Thanks, Alma.
Suspicious people in deer masks?
Traditional Finnish
No
lager,
one's
and we drink it
suspicious.
the Finnish way.
But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people
At the
wearing deer
bar
masks
while
for Deer
actively
Fest.
avoiding small talk.
Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown. In the sauna, using your beer can to hide your pippeli from wondering eyes. Partaking in the Finnish tradition of kalsarikännit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out. It's not sad if it's intentional. Alma beer, your Finnish drinking adventure starts here.
Si nejak potrpia na takéto reklamy. Dobre. Teda nič nevyzerá, ideme teda k autu, aby sme mohli ísť do toho lesa. Ideme do lesa, tam dobre sere sa, gule nám vyštípe mráz. Tak ideme na vec.
How's it going?
Jeden hot dog so všetkým.
Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Ne? Čakaj, môžeme pozrieť aj do tohto hotelu.
Or maybe 3.
So what's good here? Any nice restaurants? I'm a bit of a foodie.
Well, the restaurants and shops in town are closed at the moment, unfortunately. They'll have a grand reopening right after Deer Fest, though. So if you're sticking around.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Pays Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family.
No ja vždycky tak preletím tými dverami, že ma niekedy viacej trhne ako... Čo tu máme? Časopis o zbraniach, to tu je troška podozrelé.
I can't force it open.
No, tam sa asi šoká. Všetko sa tu zamykajú. Dobre, poďme do toho auta. A ideme naspäť teda do toho lesa.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Čo je to za dodávka? Návrat.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
Mohli by sme ísť tou skrátkou. A tu máme ďalšie dva otázniky. A to skrátka teda bola tady to. Áno, už idem.
Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules.
Aj tak vyzerá to fakt krásne teles.
To see the clues.
Ešte kým je vidno, keď sa zotmie, už sa mi asi páčiť nebude.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
Hej, chlapi, čo tu robíte?
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer
Ty si dobrý vtipálek, že?
You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Ten čo po mne ide?
That's all for now.
Tak vyzeralo, že normálne
Let's get to the murder site.
ma chce zbaliť.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron.
Poďme pozrieť teda do toho obchodu. Ja som to urobil asi tak.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Že je to vnútri. Jedna je tu hneď. Prečo tu mi nič neukazuje? To stále nejde otvoriť. Je to proste tam. Ale toto... Nejde sodiť vedro.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to...
Je tu tým symbolom.
Oh dear, I am tourist, and it appears that I'm...
That concludes our debate on whether pets...
Štúte otázniky. Dobre, vráťme sa tu. Poďme teda po stopách.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Boha.
A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Zase som skoro zinfarktoval.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop. Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
Ma neser toto.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay.
Dobre, máme nový zápisok teda.
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe. Like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page.
Čarodejná chýše, takže by sme... Tu není jedine, že by som... sa nejak dostal tu. Ak je to teda ona, o čom to tľachal. No a musíme to ísť dookola.
This is the witch's hut. The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
A jak mám sprovozniť svetla?
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Čo mám? Nájdi...
Found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. This fuse is busted.
Ideme hľadať, ty vole, poistku.
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Kto má go nechať takto poistku vonku?
There's another lunchbox.
Oho, pozrime sa, to sme si ani minule nevšimli.
Another page. Making progress.
Tak, dámy a páni, tak sme si to uložili. Máme naliatú kávičku, ale dnešnú časť už ukončíme. Odtiaľ to budeme zase na budúce začínať. Ale dobre, ešte neskončíme, tak si akože... Zoberieme si ešte toto.
Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror.
Toto by sme ešte teda mohli dokončiť v tej mojej hlave. No počkaj, tu máme stránky rukopisu.
Witch's ladle, towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign, Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages. Was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. The words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
Dobre. Pustíme sa do tohto. Máme tu dve veci.
Don't need to go over all this again. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Ďalší ten box. My sme mohli Slavíka ešte troška.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
Cultist isn't close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. I need to check the general store for the heart.
Takže vyzerá to, že to srdce je teda v tej ladničke. Počkaj, čo tu ešte máme? Môžeme... Počkaj, zavrieme. Počkaj, divne si sa zavrela, dobre. Dáme teda ešte raz uložiť. Dámy a páni, pokročili sme troška v tom prípade, ale to si už necháme na ďalšiu časť. Tak nezabudnite na like a odber. A ja sa už na vás teším. Čaute.